What's going on, people? What's going on, guys? You got Quasi here for Quasi Animation Studio and Quasi Media Network. Today, we're going to talk about some more Dragon Ball stuff. I really don't like talking about this that much, so those of you that want this information, I'm going to give it to you. But let's start dealing with some content that's original, okay? Because that's where I'm at with it. I'm with some original content. Let Toei and Bandai do this stuff, okay? This is their stuff, all right? So, with that being said, if you want to extract the CPKs, you need to go to Animate Game Mods, okay? Go on Google and look up Anime Game Mods and go to the site, look for Xenoverse 2 and come to this page, and you want to download Yance. Okay, Yance is just yet another CPK extractor right here. I am not linking it and those things. Go look it up. Do the work. This way you don't forget. If you do the work, then you don't forget. It's like tying your shoes. If you tie your shoes, you never forget how to tie your shoes. Okay, so you're going to download that. All right, and then you're going to go through with what I said in the other video. So basically what you want to do is you're going to open it up. Let's bring this down. You're going to open it up. And when you go to open it up, I'm in the wrong thing. Oops. Let me go to my tools. So where is that? Modding tools. And then when you go to it, you're going to go and this has been happening a lot. All right, so give me a second. All right, so you're going to go to that tool and then you're going to extract your CPKs, okay? So when you go into Yance, got to find mine. I do not know why in the world it's so hard for me to find stuff. All right, there we go. So you're going to go into it. You're going to open it up. And then, like I said in the previous video, look at all the videos. Don't skip over anything. Look at all the videos. I'm explaining things piece by piece, detail by detail, okay? And you're going to go to your CPK file, and you're going to go to your save path, and then you hit extract, all right? Okay, now we're going to go to Blender and we're going to import a character. All right, so I'm going to open up Blender. And when you see mine, I know you say it looks different. It's because I'm using Blender Game Engine or UPBGE. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. My bad. So we're going to import the character after you've already done your exporting or whatnot. You're going to import FBX. All right. So we're going to go in here. We're going to go to our characters. And matter of fact, I messed up. Okay, yeah. So we're going to go and I'm going to upload Goku, Grand Priest Goku. Now, I'm going to show you real quick what you have to do. All right, so let's look at when you export the character, okay? When you get the character files together or whatnot. So let's go to the actual file. All right. So let's go to the file that I just was at. Going to show you. So yes, I'm moving fast because again, fine. I'm just giving you the information. Okay. Where I'm at again. All right, here we go. So I have a lot going on and this is slowing it down. So these are all the EMD files except for the ESK. You have to have the ESK in there. I always say just use the human ESK. Try to avoid the one with the tail because even if you have a character with a tail, then that's when you use it. If you don't have a character with a tail, you don't need it. Okay. All right. So, and once you take these files, not the FBX file, that's the actual you're going to use EMD to FBX. Now, the EMD to FBX you could still get from Anime Game Mods. Okay. It's under tools for Xenoverse 2. All right. Along with the EMB pack, which allows you to get the line textures. It's all this stuff has tutorials and not just tutorials, but documentation. Read it. Don't try to bypass it. Stop trying to rush everything. Take your time. Go through the process. Okay. You're going to take all of that. You're going to drop it on the EMD FBX, and it's going to get you FBX file. Then we're going to go into Blender. We're going to actually come here. We're going to turn on manual orientation, and go to Z forward because other than that, your character is going to come in backward. If you want to, you can change your bone orientation. I do not, being as it makes the bone stick straight out to the sides because it has twist bones. Okay, I turn off the animation because there's no animation on this character, and then just hit import FBX. We're going to wait a second, and then we're going to hit 1, and we're going to hit the period key on the numpad. So there's a line right here. This is just like a placeholder. I'm going to delete that. Okay. All right. So now his hair is inside his body. You come over here to your move gadget or not, or you can just hit G and Z. Okay. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna line his hair up. All right. So I expect you to have some basic knowledge of what you call him, but at the same time, you can't. There's no rushing any of this. It does not move as quickly or fast as you think. You have to be patient. All right. Now, you're gonna go to in front. You're gonna go to your viewport display over in the object data properties, the little running man. You're gonna drop it. You're gonna hit in front. That is in front. I use stick because it's just easier for me to grab the bones. So I'm gonna go front or the armature, and I'm gonna push him up onto the line. Okay, get a little bit closer because I want him on the line. Then I'm gonna hit Control A, and I'm gonna hit all transforms because I want his cursor. I want the location to be on the 3D cursor. All right, so that's me. You don't have to do that. Now, he's imported now. Now the next step is what we want to do is we want to deal with animations. So how do we deal with animations? How do we get them in and out? So the next part is you need to go again to animate game mods, and you can even go to Xenoverse mods and find these tools. Again, I am not going to link it. Just go on Google and look up Xenoverse mods and go there and look for tools, and you can find the YAENA. Okay, it's ENA organizer. Okay, it allows you to take the actual files of a character, like their skills, right? So let's go in here, and we know that he has skills. So here we got skill attachment, which it doesn't show in here. So let me go to the jungle file, go to data, skill, ultimate, and then it shows the skill file. The only thing we want out of this, none of this is going to work. Only thing you need is this ENA file. When we drop it in here, it should be one file. It's 400. It's going to show you how many frames it is. It's 482 frames. Again, this is not difficult. The reason why I'm being quick about it is because all you have to do is go look it up. Just go on Google, go on Bing, go on whatever search engine you choose, and look up anime game mods. Go look up Xenoverse mods, and all this information is readily available. Okay, the reason why you go in here, reason why I say drop this into the YAENA organizer, which you can find, is right here. YA is yet another. That's what YA stands for. Yet another ENA organizer. Okay. And it's in this particular tool is on the anime game mod site. So reason why I say drop that ENA in here is because there may be more than one animation. Okay. This is the only animation in there. All right. So since it's the only animation, I don't need it for anything. I'm going to go back to my tools, and you're going to drop that ENA. Okay. I'm going to copy and paste it. Oh, did I paste something? Never mind. All right. So I'm going to copy and paste it because I don't want it in there. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to drop it there. Okay. Because I want it by itself. And I'm going to drop this on the EMD-FBX. And then it's going to create an out. Okay, so that's the FBX. So I'm going to give it the same name, GKG underscore GKD. So the GKD is clearly the Genki Dama. All right. So now we can come back in here, and I'm going to name this just Goku. And then I'm going to create a new collection in Blender. And I'm going to just name this skill. And then I'm going to go to import FBX. Okay. And we're going to go back to that folder. And again, this time we're going to enable animation. All right. Because this one has animation. And because when it comes in, it's going to come in with the armature. All right. So once it comes in, it's going to have the armature and everything already. And it's going to have two animations. Should have two, but it probably has more than one. No, this has two. So the other one is a T-pose, which we're not going to use. I'm going to delete. You don't have to. All right. So I'm going to slide this over to the side, and we're going to look at that animation playback. All right. So it changed the frame rate from 30 to 60. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to push it to the front. I'm going to click him, and I know that he has an animation. So boom, there it is. I'm going to push it forward. Uh-oh, I messed up. All right. So that animation is in there. It has a fake user on it. We know that it's 482 frames, so I'm going to go to 482. I'm going to look all the way down to the end. It's not following. I'm going to have it drop frame rate. All right, cool. So, all right. Okay, so now we'll look at that playback. All right, so he is in the air doing his Genki Dama. Then he throws it, and then he sets back up. All right. Okay, so that's how this works. Okay. Now you say, well, how does it work with the other character? You're gonna click that character. You're gonna go into your action editor here. Now let me explain something. Your Blender might not look like mine because I set it up differently. So you would go into the animation tab, okay, and then you would just go to that action and give it to him. Now I know you're gonna say, why is he up here? Again, I explained it in all the other videos prior to this. This is why I gotta keep saying over and over again, go look at the videos. Stop trying to do this too quickly. Okay. So I don't need him anymore. So I'm going to delete this one. All right. I don't need it. Keep him. We just need him. I'm going to push it down. Don't worry about all of that. We'll get to that later. Now, this is his base. So I'm going to come in here, open this up. I'm going to make a graph editor. And because I want to push this down. So give me a second. I am not explaining how to do all of this for a reason. Okay. All right, because I am only showing you bits and pieces. Okay, so all right, so now we're going to turn his bones off and close that, and then we're going to play it. I'm going to pull out a little bit because I know it's going to shoot up into the air. I'm going to play it. Excuse me. And there it is. Boom. He goes to do his action. Let's go over to him. Oop, let me turn his bones back on so I can go to those instead. I can pick something. All right, there we go. All right, so we have him here up in the air doing this thing, right? So sit, and he's gonna go through the whole thing. Let me set this up because this is not following. And then boom, right? Okay, so it's as simple as doing that. It's as simple as setting up, bringing the character in, and then it's as simple as just attaching an actual animation to the character. So again, the same processes that you just saw me use by making the FBX with the EMD to FBX application, you can do to any animation in the game. Okay, but understand some of those animations are broken into parts. That's why I said just because you see more than one, there may be more than one in there, even though it may show one animation, it may be broken into 4 parts or whatnot. So with that being said, that's all for now. I just want to show you that. Now, if you want to do something more intimate, more personal, again, I have videos for this, but I will start to create a course for this. So I'm going to literally, that's why you see the thumbnail shows new animation course incoming. Okay. So we're going to go through the process of doing animation across the board on how to set the character up in your scene, set up the scene. So we're going to use default scenes I already have used in my series. We're going to probably use those characters instead because they use the same framework for this particular version of Goku, which is Grand Priest Goku. And you're going to get an opportunity to full on see how this works, because the thing that is becoming a bit of a problem is the fact that it seems like everyone coming to me is trying to rush to get to something rather than learn. Sit down and play with the programs, play with the applications, etc. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna get to the next thing.